Morning, folks. Welcome back to my channel. I just thought I'd take a few minutes this morning, give you a update on what's going on in the high tunnel. These tomatoes, these are Florida 7514s. These were planted on the 30th of March. So this is the 15th, so they have been in the ground for 16, 17 days. I planted one on the 30th, the next tunnel I planted on the 31st, so not a whole lot of difference there, but I just wanted to kind of show you the growth stage and what's going on. And just as a comparison, last year I did not plant my tomatoes till today, April the 15th, 2025. And kind of explain to you what I did as preparation a little bit. You may have heard some of this, but I came in here with a middle buster. I've got 5 rows. This tunnel is 30 by 84 feet long. I've got 5 rows in it. They're 5 foot apart. That gives me plenty of room to walk around, to harvest, do the things I need to. So I come in here with a middle buster and go right down the middle of the 5 rows. And I put about 2,500 pounds of compost in each of these tunnels. I've got a trailer and it'll hold about 3 yards, and that's roughly 2,500, 2,700 pounds of compost. Put that in there, came in here, took a hipper, threw it all back to the center, then came in here with my big tiller. I've got a 6-foot tiller on a Kubota tractor, leveled the beds, then came in here with my bed shaper, plastic mulch layer, bed shaper, and laid all the rows out. And then we, of course, came in here and planted the tomatoes. I put these on a 20-inch center, and you can do whatever works for you. I want to maximize my spacing in here. 24 inches, well, I think would have been a little better, but I've always done 20. It works for me. And I realize 18 inches, only 2 inches difference, but anyway, it's whatever works for you. And so we've had one cold night, actually 2 cold nights where I've had to, since that date, that I've had to break out my frost blankets, roll covers. I used them. They are took 2.5 hours to put them all down, get it covered up. Got done, took it all up. And so it's been a real pain in the rear end kind of mess of those, but it's just what you got to do. Now, normally, this would be really close to my last frost date, but my last frost date was about 10 days ago, and the coldest I'm expecting is this coming weekend, Saturday. I think I might have 40 degrees. Well, down here, I'm in a little bit of a valley. Down here, it might get to 38 down here. But what I've discovered by using indoor-outdoor thermometers with a sensor outside, this tunnel closed up will give me 5 to 7 degrees protection. So if it gets down to, let's say, 38 outside, well, what, I'm still good for 43 degrees? You know, so that's plenty good, as long as it doesn't freeze. So that's plenty good. I came in here on, let me see, the 13th, a few days ago. I came in here, and each tunnel I used 1.5 pounds of some 15-5-15 water-soluble fertilizer, and gave them a dose, and of course they just immediately started growing. And one of the things I also did this year, I'm trying it out, when I did my transplants, I put some humic acid in water, and I always give my tomatoes a starter solution. I'll use 1 tablespoon per gallon. I believe it's a 9-45-15 water soluble, and since I'm in using 4-inch pots, I'm well developed roots, they can easily handle that, but I'll just give each of them maybe a cup of that starter solution, and that gets them up and going. With all the compost I've had, they've had all the nutrients, and these things I'm fixing to show you, they are up and growing. So I just kind of want to give you a heads up so you can look at them. So let me grab the camera. In case some of y'all are wondering, I use a Panasonic V770 camcorder. And I know everybody else uses a smartphone. And some of you are wondering, well, why don't I just use my smartphone? Well, simple truth is I don't have one. I don't use a cell phone where I live here. I spend most of the time on the farm. I don't get cell reception here, so I have no need for it. If I travel, my wife is retired, I can borrow her phone, but folks, you have to realize I grew up in the 60s, and I traveled from my hometown, Forest City, Arkansas, all the way to San Francisco in the early 70s with nothing more than a paper map. I mean, come on, you don't need all this technology. Now, I admit, on my computer, I do like to use Google Map or something to find out where I'm going, check the route out, look for the closest location, things like that. I like computers. I use it a lot of valuable information. If you farm, you can find the chemicals you need, and just a lot of shared information. That's why I'm doing this, sharing information so that maybe I can help some of you not go through the mistakes I do. So hang on a second, let me grab the camera, let's walk over and look at a plant. Okay, here's what I want to show you. These only been in the ground about 16 days, and we're already seeing some flower buds form. And let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. There's some flower buds forming. A couple of them are already open up. This is happening all over. Let me give you another one right here. So you can see we're on our way. Now, not everyone is opening up, but there's quite a few in here. And let me just kind of pan back and talk. You can see I've already got my metal stakes in. I do one every 3 plants so I can tie them up. I've actually got the first string on these plants last night because they're getting so big. And if the wind was to get up really high, in this tunnel with my sides down or something, it could easily knock them over. And let me give, now not all these are the same size, but they're really close. Let me see if I can, a couple over there, just really nice looking plants. I came in here and pruned these a little bit a couple of days ago, took off the bottom 4 or 5, we call them prunes, you'd call them suckers. We took the bottom 4 or 5 suckers off, which will help promote the growth to come straight up rather than bushing out too much. And some of you might be wondering, what is that weird looking thing sitting on top of my row cover that I put in the middle? Well, that is a rock bag. When you put your row covers on these things, now when I put my row covers on, there wasn't any metal stakes. And you use a metal hoop. They're not too expensive. You put a metal hoop about every 5 foot, and that keeps your row cover off of your plants. And then to hold those row covers down in case a little wind gets in here, I have these bags of rocks. And so that's what I use. I've been doing this for a lot of years, and that seems to be what works for me. So anyway, I just kind of want to give you a little bit of an update and let you kind of see what's going on here. And as soon as I get a little bit further along in these, we'll do another video. Pray y'all have a great day. God bless you, and see you next time. Thank you.